Correctly with the correct amount.
D20 Radio, where gamers roll.
www.d20radio.com.
Welcome back to the good ship Retrostar, where we have been playing Woven Lazarus.
Captain, as much as I hate to disagree with you, I don't think we bought that device.
Steve playing Barnaby Cumberbatch.
Well, we've got to get through, otherwise we won't make it there. Tina says it's important we get it there this time.
And y'all know him, Hagen playing Slug.
But I'm here now.
Shine on, Retrostar. When we last left our crew, Burt Reynolds had joined
The cameo.
the cameo episode. So with the cameo episode, our budget has gone to Burt Reynolds. Because of that, you guys now go from 4 SFX points to 1 each. So mark that on your character sheets.
Good.
That means that you get 1 MacGuffin thing per this episode to use that will use some of the SFX budget. Now, if you want to pull your points together, you do have the ability to pull points together. So if somebody wants to be like, I'm not going to use this, but you might use it, you can pull your points together to make all of 3 special effects points. Which I'll remind you, it's like 1 special effects point to sort of summon to make like a data pad or do any type of scanning on the computer work. It's 2 special effects points to do things a little bit more complex. And then obviously 3 is 3 more complex than that. So as we open on, like we do every other episode, on the bridge of the Retrostar, we see a figure standing with their back sort of to the camera. As they turn around, it's the let me just double check one thing here. We set this in 78.
Now, this is officially episode 2 now, finally, right? Because we did episode 1 and episode 1 part 2.
Right. This is officially episode 2, but it will be listed as episode 3.
Okay. Well, that means the pilot today is named Yervin. It's Warvin's cousin.
Yervin. Okay. So at the helm in the standard shiny what is that material? Like acrylic mylar material uniform that you all wear, stands a sort of taller man with his back facing the camera. As we pan in, it turns and it's Burt Reynolds standing at the helm playing Yervin, the captain for the episode. And we hear that classic Burt Reynolds laugh, and the doors open up. And as the doors open up to the cabin, in walks the 3 of you, sort of bickering over just some pedantic stuff that Miss what is her name? Tina had told you. You hear a voice come over the intercom.
Bears in space?
While he's doing that, can people remind me of their character names?
Barnaby Cumberbatch.
That's right.
Slug.
Duh. Alright, I'm a Warven Lazarus, and the actor's name is Alfred Prescott. Trained in the Royal British Acting School.
And yet here you are.
Yes, it's not one of my best roles, but this is supposed to be a stepping stone to Broadway, so here I am with somebody calling themselves Slug.
Hey, it pays the bills better than being a waiter.
Yeah.
At least there I'd be getting food that is edible, not the slop they serve on this ship.
The cheeseburgers are pretty good.
I
Kind of
keep
greasy, but just the right amount.
I keep telling you
Cheeseburgers,
that
that was beefaroni.
and I am
Okay, I thought it was.
vegetarian.
Missing out, man.
I can't believe Miss Tina wants us to go to...
Yeah, on the screen in front of you, there is a bright message that's reading just as you heard, incoming transmission. And so on the screen in front of you stands, well, to you, the actors, you recognize but the audience doesn't see, is a very familiar face. It's the face from episode 1 of the guy that you ripped off for the hyperdrive.
Oh, the guy that we were supposed to
the-
deliver the portal to.
The
Yes.
tunneling drive.
Yes, the tunneling drive. And he stands there and he looks rather upset and he goes, Retrostar, who would like to answer him?
I will. Yeah?
You are needed on Sector 12's space station.
What, are you going to try and rob us again?
As much as I'm not proud of it, I need your help.
Uh-huh.
And Burt Reynolds just kind of laughs, and we cut to credits. As we come back from credits, we see sort of not the exterior of the ship, but everybody inside sort of shake. And Burt Reynolds says, well, we've come out of hyperdrive, or tunneling drive, I think he says. And you guys landed on the space station there. You've arrived at your location. As you arrive, you can tell that there are surprisingly no, and sort of a what I'll say is a navigations officer comes up and goes, surprisingly, there are no police here.
I'm not going to complain. But keep your eyes open.
Is that good news or bad news for us?
Well, considering they've been chasing us, I'm going to say it's good, but it is a little suspicious.
Yeah, but isn't he mad at us?
Well, probably, but hell, man, business is business. Just keep your eyes open.
Well, perhaps we should touch base with Miss Tina first to ensure that this is a contract that she would want us taking.
Good point.
And so you head down the hallway to Miss Tina's room. You knock on the door, and you could sort of hear some giggling and laughing as you knock on the door, and the door slides open, and as it slides open, out walks Burt Reynolds again, as
Knew that was coming.
as what did you say, Worven? What was the name again?
My character? Warvin.
No,
The pilot? Yervin.
Yes, Yervin was the name. And he walks out. She's still giggling. Can I help you?
Just wanted to check. We've been contacted by the gentleman with the we originally tried to get the warp for the tunneling drive for, and he's requesting our services again.
Oh dear, it's fine. I believe he'll be all right.
Okay.
Out of curiosity,
Also-
what's she hidden behind this time?
Well, it's just a shot from inside of her cabin out to you. And as we shoot back, as you're talking to her, it's the back of your head's in. So we just see like beaded curtains.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's the 70s. Beaded curtains are everywhere.
Yeah. It's you can tell that her entire room is filled with red velour and bright pink shag carpeting. Like the room is just covered in these things.
Got it. It's got like the central, like the seating like goes down into the floor with the circular couch and stuff.
Right.
And there's a
sunken
fireplace in the
lounge.
middle of the room. But the fire is upside down, but we don't have the effect money for it right now, so it's just like a piece of cardboard paper that people have cut out and hung.
Right.
We're recreating Hugh Hefner's grotto in space.
Yes.
Basically. So after that, she's like, oh no, he can be trusted. I had a conversation with him a while ago, and he assured me that he holds no grudge.
Very well. I just wanted to advise you.
Advised away, but be aware, take extra precaution and take that lovely gentleman we have as a guest pilot this week. I mean, this sector.
Very well, we'll do.
And so I'm guessing you three and Burt Reynolds are the landing crew, unless you're taking a red coat or a red shirt with you. Are you taking any red shirts with you?
Will it cost us an
It,
SFX?
it will not cost you an SFX point. I just need to know if you need any other NPCs other than Burt Reynolds with you.
Why would we ever need any other NPCs besides Burt Reynolds? And if Burt Reynolds had been in the pilot instead of the guest pilot, maybe we all be paid more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
How drunk is he?
He not recording, he's very drunk. Recording and during shoots, he seems sober and fine. It's impressive.
And was him being in Tina's room part of the script, or was that just like, you know?
It was Burt.
Nobody
Got it.
knows. No,
Got
nobody
it.
on set knows. It wasn't
Got
in
it.
the script, but the script supervisor insists that there was a write-in.
Got it.
It's what you call ad-libbing.
It was part of Bert's request, you know. So the script right now is really more of a recommendation than a script. Cool. I don't think we'd take a red shirt.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
As you set foot onto the space station, it is eerie. Normally these space stations are buzzing with people, and because Burt Reynolds has eaten most of your budget, there's nobody there. So the show is going to take a weird tonal shift. And as you set foot onto the space station, it's sort of eerie how few people there are, and how few ships there are, and how there's like a matte painting of an empty space station with no cardboard cutouts of ships added to it. There's no anything extra. As you continue on through the sort of multi-cam set that they've built, again, there's just very few people. There's a sort of a welcome desk with one person behind it in very bad green face paint. Welcome to our space station. Can I point you?
I'd only see one of you, but you're using a plural. Are there more people here?
We are hive mind.
Oh,
So can I help you? Find anything in particular?
Yeah, I've been having trouble finding my slug. Have you seen him? He's about this big, kind of slimy, should leave a trail.
No slugs. Please, no slugs. Our
Okay.
people fought many years against the slugs. No slugs.
Oh, it must be. They can't be related. He's really small, not big. Can't use a blaster, nothing like that.
Okay. Well, anyways, you're here. Is there some reason why you're here?
We've got a meeting to attend. Were we given like
okay.
a sector type location to meet up with this guy, or an establishment, or
yes. We're gonna go to a food court place.
Bent Nail?
Yes. That is exactly. You're right. Thank you for saying food court. You are correct. You are
Sorry,
looking.
you said you wanted us making up stuff, so.
No, I appreciate that. That saves me a lot of hassle, because I was trying to think of where I would have sent you to, and you're right. A food court's perfect.
Oh, could it be like we rented out like a local restaurant or something?
It's
Or
just
do
the
you
mall food court.
Yes, yeah. With this like awkward signs hung over.
Yeah. There's just like Glognar's food. Like, anyways. Yeah. No.
Klingon teriyaki chicken.
Yeah.
Orange Julius's, just neon orange.
It's
got like the Sarku sign somehow like written in Klingon instead, or whatever.
Pizza
the
Planet.
Right.
That's universal.
Well, there's actual like advertisements for like Pizza Hut or like KFC or something. So what would be? Oh no, Rax. That's what it'll
Big
be.
Boy.
Yeah, Big Boy. There's just a Rax in this mall, and they paid for these advertisements. Oh
It's a
man.
roast beef place. They had it in my
Ooh,
hometown. We
I
didn't
like
have an
roast beef.
Arby. We didn't have an Arby's in my hometown till I was in high school,
Yeah, Rax
and
used to be
Rax
the
closed when I
bomb.
was in elementary school.
I think there's one Rax remaining, and it's in Ohio.
Oh
It's in
wow.
like Cleveland or
Right.
something. But yeah, no, Rax
So,
used to be the bomb.
so as we walk in, I didn't know Rax had franchised all the way out to this sector yet. That is just amazing to see that out here. Don't forget that they have a special going on for a free roast beef sandwich, Cap.
I thought you
And
were a
it's
vegetarian.
oh, I'm trying to sell this to you and our crew members, not to me.
I'm trying to sell you this. Stop it.
Why are you trying to sell me their stuff? Although I can't tell you, I
Oh.
could go for a good roast beef sandwich. Let's head over there.
Oh, and Captain, weirdly, I was given this hat that you're supposed to wear through the rest of this episode. Baseball's the flamethrower.
Oh, sorry.
While we've gotten wildly off topic, Lancaster, Ohio, Circleville, Ohio, and Ironton, Ohio. So Chris's hometown has a Rax still. Those are the only three. At least
Wow.
those three. Those are three that do online ordering.
Yeah.
Right.
Does
Well,
not work well with
apparently
the
they have
headphones.
a fake meat product that they are selling now as well. So I'm gonna order one of those and get one of the galactic orange blasters, and we'll sit down at a table and wait for our contact.
So as you do that, as you walk up to the thing, you order your food, you sit down at the table. The guy walks up sort of to the table and goes, I see you have your racks, but do you have your guns? And he pulls like a blaster out of a pocket and draws it on you. And it's the same guy you've seen before. And we're gonna go ahead and cut to commercial at this point. We'll kind of take a quick commercial break. In that commercial break, we'll get the short trailer for the Burt Reynolds movie, Hooper, that he's currently peddling at this time for why he's on Retrostar. And as we come back and he's still got that gun trained on you. You didn't think you were gonna rob me and get away with it, did you?
You were the one that tried to rob us.
Yeah, but you gave me an empty crate after dealing our deal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's actually part of company policy to not look inside any crates. So therefore, we can only say we delivered the object that we were given. And Warvin is looking a little green around the, just kind of look. Even though I have a full prosthetic on, I still don't look like my stomach's doing great
Yeah.
because I'm actually eating this.
All I know is that crate was very heavy when I moved it. That's all I know.
Burt Reynolds just sort of pipes up and goes, "Look out, boys! I'll get him." And he pulls one of the MacGuffin blasters out of his pocket. Set phases to stun, and he phases that guy. And the guy just sort of and like freezes still. You hear a cut from behind the set or from behind the camera. We need to take that again, Burt. You can't say phasers. Take two. I got it, boys. Set blasters to phase. Zzz. You just hear a very muffled, good enough.
Sizzle.
So, I'm not sure what to do now since he didn't actually finish telling us what we were doing here.
Well, since you're the security officer, why don't you take that gun off of him?
All right, but
You tell him, Captain.
I've had to eat like 6 of these sandwiches since I committed to it, and then we kept reshooting scenes, so I'm not feeling too great. So I'm gonna walk over and kind of like hold the stomach, and I'm just gonna like the guy's still like twitching. I guess I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, you
I'm
get
just
him
gonna
like
take the
you get him like restrained to a chair.
fluffy handcuffs.
Yeah, fluffy weird handcuffs. You get him
Yep.
restrained to a chair, and he goes, all right, I'll tell you. It was a little bit about me being. It was a little bit about me being upset from you guys not giving me and delivering on what I thought I ordered. But I really need help getting out of this space station. It's a trap here.
Now, just
It's a trap?
Barnaby's gonna walk over and sit on the edge of the table, like kind of almost on top of him with his big old sandwich. What exactly do you mean by a trap? And after he's gonna take a great big old bite, like a glob of sauce squirts out onto the guy.
I mean, when you're in a cool space station with racks like this, and I hold up the bag, a nice product placement. How could you want to leave? And yes,
what
I got
I
paid
need-
extra for that.
What I need from Barnaby is I'm going to need a drama check
Okay.
to see how that performance came through.
Drama. Oh, I have a 1. Does that qualify? So that's it.
You're gonna roll 3 dice.
Yes. And I take the best 2, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So that's an 8.
So very convincingly and dramatically, unless you choose to fail.
There.
Yeah, I like the succeed and cede control of the character option.
Okay. So very convincingly, you do manage to dramatically sell that you're genuinely cared about this guy. He goes, I landed here 3 parsecs ago, and I haven't been able to leave. I keep getting turned back around, and there's only so much racks I can eat.
Captain, clearly something is wrong with him. And I turn to like stare right into the camera. You can never eat too much rax.
It is mighty tasty.
Also, a parsec is a distance, not a measurement of time, I believe.
He just shoots you a dirty glance. Just the dirtiest of look. Can you help me escape this food court?
I'm gonna make eye contact with the captain and kind of do like a semi like shrug.
Well, I don't rightly know.
Can you make it worth our while, or?
He pulls out a case. He points to a case that's laying on the ground. He goes, if you pick that up and open it up, it's got a bunch of credits and a couple guns in it.
I don't know if that's worth our time or trouble. What do you think, Captain?
Seems awful slim for this.
That's my thoughts too.
He goes, if you get me out here, I can get you more credits. But I the guns, they'll at least help us escape, I hope.
Well, what do you mean?
I'm sure Miss Tina would be happy if I was alive and not dead.
So if you had to, you encountered resistance trying to get away, or you just keep getting lost and finding your way back here?
Oh no, there's resistance everywhere. The inhabitants of this are some very kind but very forceful folks that keep bringing me right back to this here Rax, and it's great, but I love Rax, but there's only so much Rax I can have.
Well, suppose to hell. Let's go back to the ship and see what we can do.
Can you take me back to your ship?
Captain, I think I have a plan, but I'm gonna need your wallet.
What are you up to this time, Slug?
Trust me, it's gonna work out fine this time.
I would like to point out our protocol rules that have been established based off of prior experiences. Rule 37 clearly states, do not lend anything valuable to Slug.
Rule 38 also states, do not give anything to Slug, period. Or it just says everything is valuable.
And it worked out okay.
It's all right, though. I got more back in my quarters. Just this one time, though, Slug. And I hand it over.
Okay, great. Thank you. I will see you guys back at the ship.
And so this captured guy, and Burt Reynolds start heading. You two, the captured guy and Burt Reynolds, start heading back to the ship. As you do, you encounter sort of that same looking green person. Oh, hey there. How you doing? Did you get some racks? You want more racks? Let's go get some racks, huh?
Oh, we actually had a tasty bite. I need to go back to get a couple things though before I come back for another
Oh,
course.
no.
We
Let's
we
go get
we
some.
we actually need to get the rest of our crew's orders for racks, because we got a lot more people on our ship that want to eat, and we don't know what they want, so we gotta go figure that out, and then we're gonna put an order in, real big order.
Oh, and with that, I'm going to need, give me an adventure check on that one. Or adventure check or drama. Either one you can pick. But
Well, it's a 0 or a -1.
yeah.
Woohoo! 0.
And quiet on set gives me a -1 to the roll, so I don't know what that means.
So that would mean that it makes it even worse. So if you
either
if you
roll
were
it
to
for
pick,
-1 or for -2.
yeah, exactly.
4.
4. What is a 4?
A pretty
Great
solid fail.
Yeah. So as he sort of grabs your arm and starts to lead you back to the racks, Burt Reynolds grabs his pistol or laser gun that the other guy gave him. It just starts blasting, just firing shots off, and goes, "Go ahead on without me. I'll catch up." And he's just pew, 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 pew.
So I'll
Leaving
grab
the-
up.
Go ahead.
I'll grab up what's his name and come on, Lieutenant.
I think that when he does this, you can see Warvin kind of make eye contact and kind of like mouth, "Is this in the script?"
Did you
And
see what you see? Warvin offset is just 4.
you got it. And so I think Warvin's gonna kind of like look around, is gonna grab a Rax t-shirt that's just on the counter, like hold it up to the to the camera, and then just like book it off the screen, stage left.
And in the meantime, we cut back to Slug. Slug, what are you doing?
Hi. So I'm in the racks and I have a plan.
Okay.
Next. Hi. I'll take the lot.
And so they load up these huge bags and they hand you these huge bags full of racks.
Like I've probably got a box of bags.
Yes, yeah.
Captain's wallet is much lighter now, and it's sitting
Yes.
on top of the bag. And then the camera just kind of sees Slug running across with this giant bouncing box full of racks. And I stop and I give the one dude that kept bugging us, a sandwich, and then I keep running to the ship.
Yep. As you're running to the ship, you're running through a hail of pew pew laser fire. As Burt Reynolds is still fighting off the nothing, but you are charging through that hail of laser fire and get back to the ship. And,
German, follow me! I've got the racks.
No, you go on without me, buddy. I got it. I'll take care of this. Just remember to watch the movie Hooper. Have a good one, Warvin. Or have a good one, Slug. And you just sort of run offset, off screen.
Remember how like restaurants used to have promotional material for movies and stuff?
Yes.
I feel like Burt Reynolds has something from Rax. It's like a promotion for his movie.
There's several drinks in the bag that are all keeper cups.
Love it.
Promoting Hooper.
He's drinking from one of the cups, so you can blatantly see it on the side while he's like shooting at nothing. Cool. Do we make it back to the ship?
Sounds like a commercial break.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do make it back to the ship. Sorry, I got a text message that was needed a little bit of attention. But yes, you do make it back to the ship. And it is a commercial break, so for the time being, we take the commercial break, we come back to the ship. On the ship, Miss Tina is sort of, you can hear ooh, 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 as she goes, "That man was so nice to me."
Well,
And
it was mighty nice of him to help us get away from the green dude.
yeah. and you get another incoming message on coming over the PA system. As it does, you go and open up the incoming message, and it is again Mr. Reynolds in some kind of starfighter. Hey, Retrostar.
You made it out.
I made it out alive, like I do all the time, like I did in my movie Hooper, in theaters this August.
I'm calling you from the Hooper 2. It's my new spaceship.
Is it his hoopty?
And as he drives away, you just see the, like, it's not in Hooper, but it's definitely in Smokey and the Bandit. You see the Firebird painted on the front of this spaceship as it just shoots offset.
Sort of like a combination A-wing, X-wing kind of thing.
Yeah. Very much like a Viper from Battlestar.
Oh.
I'm standing off to the side with this gigantic box full of racks and drinks,
and so with that, and I know another short one, but I thought it was appropriate and fun. We're gonna go ahead and fade to commercial, or fade to.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Right before that, I set the box down. Miss Tina, Captain, here's your wallet. Miss Tina, I have this for our expense report. And this gigantic long receipt trailing behind me.
And with that, we're gonna cut to the credits on Retrostar episode 3.
Woohoo. Rax run.
Rax run. Look for
the grapes of Rax.
Look for next week to be a 2-parter to wrap up season 1 of Retrostar.
Ooh.
Intro and outro music by the band 12 Noon. You can email us at meandsteverpg@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter and RPGs. Find us on Facebook at Me and Steve RPG Podcast, on Discord at Me and Steve RPGs, and as always, all of these links are in the show notes. Thank you, and be kind to one another.
How much for the cigar?
Cigar, $20, dog. You gotta go down the street to the store and buy that.